What is up? This is your boy Anecdotal, and I have recorded this video so many times, man. So this is like a 20-minute video, and because of it, I'm having a whole lot of trouble. But forget that. We have to talk about this event, the mock trial event, the endless event is going down. So one, you need to notice that there are dailies that you need to do every single day in this event for you to get the most amount of skill books that you will need in order to get more skill. That way the event actually becomes easier for you. So I know there's a whole lot of controversy here because if you did not unlock Momo, you cannot do the normal or the hard mode for the mock trial, but you can still do easy mode. Now, first I want to just talk about a little bit of the inconvenience, and not even a little bit, the huge inconvenience there is. Now, to be honest, not too many people are doing hard mode right now. The vast majority of people are still doing just normal or easy. And the reason for it is because normal is actually kind of hard for a lot of new players out here that don't really know what they're doing, which is a lot of us, because this is the first time the event has come around, and I guarantee that a whole lot of players are actually not getting the required amount of skill books that they need to increase a lot of what they're doing. I didn't even get the majority of the skill books that I need. Not that I'm the best player in the world, but like, man, it's insane. So one, what you want to notice here is that when you are in normal mode, you get pretty much 50 of these skill books every single clear, and then you get a whole lot more for doing other clears. So like the elite mode. So warm-ups will give you 50, elite give you a little bit more, and obviously the boss gives you like 200. So I'm gonna go ahead and abandon the stage because I know most of us are stuck on easy mode because we haven't unlocked normal mode. Now luckily I was lucky enough to get Momo, and with Momo I unlocked the new modes and I was able to beat normal, and hard was just like too difficult for me because I just don't have the skill books or skills necessary to beat it. So yeah, so here what you want to notice is if you just haven't beaten easy mode as of yet because maybe it's too hard or maybe because you're picking the wrong buffs, what I want to suggest to you is that you actually stick to warm-ups. A lot of people think if you go straight up it's actually the easiest route, or if you go straight down it's the most difficult route, but it's actually not like that. Any of the things that say warm-up make it the easiest route. So as long as you follow your trail through warm-ups, you'll notice that that is actually the most easiest route, and it also gives you the least amount of rewards. Now in easy mode, the least amount of rewards isn't much, man. When you do elite, it just kind of doubles it out from 10 skill blueprints to 20. So it's not a big deal. The other thing you want to notice is that this rare skill right here is useless for endless, but it's actually not bad for easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and avoid it all the way. Now, if you do have a skill that you don't like, you could actually go to the upper right and abandon the stage, just like I did for normal. Let me go ahead and tap auto. So all skills here are not created equal. There are, I would say, 4 types of skills, maybe 5 if you want to look at it this way. And I'm going to talk about the 5 skills and go through easy mode, let's play style, doing everything completely in auto mode where it can be completely a hands-off experience. Now, one of the things is, as a person who does not have Momo, you're actually going to have to play this mode in order for you to clear your dailies every single day. Now, you don't have to clear your dailies, I don't believe so. Once you get strong enough to overpower endless mode, and you can go ahead and get your 8,000 blueprints a day. So there's actually a limit to the amount of blueprints that you can get every single day, and that limit is 8,000 daily. So one of the reasons why you do want to run this mode is because it's a lot easier to get the 200-300 blueprints that are daily rewards that could actually fill up the 8,000 that you need, which is the reason why I'm doing easy mode right now, and for anyone that's for some reason having issues clearing it, because again, this mode is brand new, man. No one's ever done it before, and it makes sense that it's difficult for a lot of players. So one, I do have to say that Deku is actually very strong. I would say that he might actually be better than Momo. I don't care what anyone tells you, because one of the things that I really like about Deku is his dodge mechanic. Now, you're probably wondering, dude, who dodges, man? Just face tank everything. But on auto, Deku dodges, man. He does perfect dodges like all the time. And there are a couple of things that actually work for the dodge. So one of them is a legendary sort of card that gives you a 500% damage increase for when you do a perfect dodge, and that is insane. So right now I'm actually going to look at this real quick, and I'm seeing that everything here is a below 50% sort of buff. So your HP will never be below 50% when you're doing easy mode. In fact, even if you are below, ooh, look at that. That's why I always like sacrificing 40% of my HP. But before I talk about that, I don't like going the 50% route. So there are a whole lot of buffs that have a sort of requirement for the buff to actually activate. One of the requirements is a 50% requirement of HP. So if you have a 50% base HP every single time you attack, you have a buff attack, your attack will go up, your crit will go up, your, you know, everything just increases, penetration, whatever. But the prerequisite, the requirement for that buff to activate is for you to be under 50% HP. While you're playing easy mode, that's not going to happen. You're almost never going to be below 50%. The second requirement type of buff that you get is above 70% HP. Now, because you're playing easy mode, you're barely going to lose life unless you do what I just did right here, and it's sacrifice 40% of HP. Now, because I sacrificed 40% of my HP, I'm at 60%, because 100 minus 40 is 60. That means all of my 70% buffs are gone, right? The prerequisite or the requirement of having 70% HP or more is gone because I sacrificed it. But as you all saw, all I need to do is beat like 1 or 2 bosses, hope for a med kit type of a drop, and then I'll just heal that HP right back up. And it's all easy from there. The other thing that I can do is in the shop, it's almost like the game is telling you to do the 70% up type of method, because in the shop you could actually buy HP. You can buy, I believe it says it's a quarter of HP, right? So you can get 25% HP simply from buying it. So if I lose 40%, I'm at 60. All I have to do is spend a small amount of my like vials in the game, which costs nothing. All you have to do is like beat a stage and you'll have enough, and you will get 25% more HP, and with that all your buffs are back. There is nothing in the game where you have to spend money to lose HP. Now that's only saying like if it's in auto. Of course you could always just stand there and get hit and your HP will drop, so there's always that. But I'm kind of going for a complete auto mode, like a you don't really have to care kind of situation. That being said, there is a card that will lower your HP below 50, and I think also recovers you a little bit up to that point. So it's actually a really good card to be at 50 and stay at 50. But I just don't think it's going to be very helpful for this mode in particular, because there's just not many stages. Maybe it'll be more helpful for endless, but again, you get more points in endless mode the more HP you have and the less hits you've taken. And because of that, I still think going the 70% way is way better. So let's talk about some of the other buffs while we continue this Let's Play style. And man, sometimes, man, this guy is so annoying, dude. Just hurry up and use your ults. This guy. Obviously, if you just kind of got fed up with this and you want to do this yourself, it'd be way faster than just go ahead and doing this on auto. But we talked about 2 of the 4 or 5 different kind of buffs you can get. One of them is the 50% or below buffs, and the other type of cards that you can get are the 70% and above ones. Now let's talk about some of the other ones. The other ones are just flat increases. So they will just give you stats no matter what. And those are probably the best cards that you can get no matter what, because they fit into both categories. Of course, the one that are specifically 70 above or 50 below are better, but never mix. Unless, of course, you want to buy it, or you want to select that card and then you want to sell it, because obviously selling a epic card is worth more than selling a rare card, and with that you might be able to buy a rare card in the shop or something like that will actually be more beneficial to your account. So in that regard, that can be better, but it really does depend on you. But yeah, for the most part, if I see like it's 50% and it's not 70, I'm just not going to pick it. I don't care if I have to go to a rare buff, because here's the thing, that buff is not going to do anything for you because it's not activating, right? The only way that you can activate it is for you to go below 70, hit 50, and then lose all your 70% buffs. It makes no sense at all. So like no matter what, I would say pick a lane, but I would say the plus 70% lane is definitely better. The other thing that you can do other than those two 70 and 50 buffs, and then the sort of all-arounder buffs that just kind of give you damage no matter what, whether it's crit, whether it's speed, whatever, other than those flat ones, are the alt buffs. The alt buffs are amazing, man. So the alt buffs, like, cannot you just cannot disregard them. So the alt buffs, what they do is they increase the damage of your ult, they reduce the time of your ult, and then they increase how fast your ult refills. Basically, you just spam ults. Now, for the ult sort of build, I would say the best thing you can do is use Momo for that, and then just go ham with the ult, because her ult is AoE, and it just you just keep spamming it. You like do 2 attacks and you spam, you do 2 attacks and you spam, and then, you know, that will really help you clear. But is it faster than the 5th type of build that you can create, which is the dodge build? So along with all of your damage that you can create for above 70, you want to supplement that. So these two are actually supplementary. The alt build and the dodge build can supplement the 70 and 50%, and then the all around like flat buffs are always something good to have. But the dodge build, especially for Deku, is insane. So the supplementary rebuild for Momo would definitely be the alt build, but for Deku, I would say it's the dodge build, because as you know, when Deku dodges, he automatically attacks whoever is next to him without missing ever. With Momo, you actually need to play manually, move around, and hope that the ult actually encompasses all of the enemies. But with Deku, with that 500%, man, his dodge is crazy. If you actually get all of his power-ups and you dodge, whoever you hit will get one hit KO'd with his dodge. That's how insane Deku is. So for those of you that are thinking like it's impossible to do well, you're absolutely wrong. Deku is a beast. Now in the beginning, listen, I thought Deku was horrible because he will not stop getting hit. But once you up his attack and then you just get 1 or 2 dodges in, it's over, man. Deku will demolish whatever stage. Now, maybe that'll differ the higher stages you go, but so far for me, I've just been chilling with Deku, man. So, and I still don't have his perfect cards, man. I still don't have the perfect cards. All I need is everything to be above 70 and have his best sort of dodge skills that increase that decrease the cooldown for his dodge and increases all of his dodge attacks. The other thing that's really good for those gold cards, the legendaries, are the things that make you do more damage when the opponent has 80% or more health, and then 20% or less health. Because all you really got to worry about is 60% HP for that boss, because the rest of it will melt away. And if you have that dodge with it, ooh, man, I'm telling you, man, Deku is strong. But hopefully this video actually really helps you out. I'm gonna go ahead and get some right here and just get this W skill. Now, for the most part, with Deku, it's all about him using skills and less about him using ults. The safe thing about ults is that you're invincible. You can't be hurt. But the bad thing is that for him, when he ults, he doesn't hit everybody. You know, it's just not a great attack like it is for Momo, because the AoE damage just isn't as high. Oh, the other thing is, I wouldn't put it in its own category, but the buffs that attack within a certain radius, you have a stronger attack. It's also very good for Deku and not as great for Momo, but still okay, because for Deku, you already know, he comes up to you. He has the teleport skill, he has the dodge skill, and with all of that, he is definitely within your area, so he will get that 40 attack buff that's there, or damage. Oh, if you're wondering, my belief is that damage actually outweighs attack, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it does that because of the way gear works when you're changing sort of stats. But even when you do that, I think I just did that for fun. But within your gear, obviously you're going to want attack and you're going to want damage increase, both as gear sets. The only thing that you have to think about maybe is what one defensive stat you want, because you have 6 options. So right now, I don't know what Deku's doing, man. Why didn't you ult, dude? He was dying right there. But as you can see, man, he's completely destroying his shield, which is another card, the one that does like 75% more damage to people with shields, because hopefully that could help destroy that shield. See, Deku, if you did that earlier, oh my gosh, 1 HP left, and then bam. So there you go, man. Easy clap. And the great thing is, after you beat the boss, you actually get another chance to get another really good card. And as you can see, this was easy, completely on auto. I didn't do anything. And you can go ahead and clear this about 2 times. So I'm probably going to go for the dodge, because the dodge on Deku is incredible. Though there's almost no going wrong here. The increased damage dealt to an enemy that's above 80%, which I already talked about, doing 220 extra is an amazing thing to have. So maybe that actually might be better. But the 150, for me, it's almost going to be like all the time, because he does dodge literally all the time. There is a weird, I'm not going to choose any of the other, I'm not going to replace anything I already have. You do have to be careful about that. You could also title the kind that you have. You can build your 70% build, your 50% build, and you can name that, name it like that. But yeah, as you can see, almost done with the dailies, with the buffs and with the amount of enemies that are destroyed. So you do actually need to hit the actual place to get those dailies done in normal mode and not endless mode. But if you want, I'll probably come out with a video for endless mode, but just know that none of it is going to be complete yet, because I haven't finished upgrading all of my skills. So there's like an attack up that goes from 20 to 40 to 80%, which of course will yield crazy results. And I will be doing damage that you will be like, what? How are you doing this much damage? And it's simply because you had to grind this out. Remember that you do need to get 8,000 skill books a day. And once you do that, all of your skills will be upgraded. So like my base attack and my base damage, base crit damage, all those things will be much higher. So do be wary about some people that will tell you one build might be better than another or something like that, and you're not looking at the amount that they already built up for their base attacks, because that also will have a huge influence on how much damage a character does. But yeah, man, do not be discouraged. Deku is a beast of a character in this game mode, and you really do have nothing to worry about. The other thing is, you might not actually have to play normal mode after you go in on endless mode and have your actual things. So a lot of you are like, hey, how come I can't play endless mode? Is it locked? It's not locked, dude. All you need to do is click deploy. You actually have to beat easy mode first. That way you have specific skills for you to take into endless. The whole point of playing easy mode, or it's called normal mode for some reason, but it's split into 3 different modes. But the whole reason that you want to play that mode is to get the correct skills, those cards, those buff skills that you want in order to beat everything. Now for me, I'm currently only beating waves 4 through 6 on auto. I have not tried actually playing it, and that's how many I get. And then each one of those things sort of tick into me getting up to this 8,000 daily obtainable type of stuff. Now I think that's daily. I've actually never hit it yet. I think I hit like 7,000 something yesterday, right before the update where they patched everything. So I would have made it, but I was somewhere in the upper 7,000s. But it did reset. Now I don't know if it's something that always resets on like today. So I think that 8,000 is for daily sort of things, because looking at how much you have to upgrade everything, it does make sense. Now personally, I would actually upgrade all of the normal skills and special skills first before I go into the character exclusives, but I don't know how much time we have. I believe that we have up to the 29th of this month, which is like 20 something days. So my guess is that 8,000 is definitely a daily requirement, because everything should be super leveled up here. Like as you can see, I only have things leveled up to like 2, but who knows, man, maybe in your account everything's still leveled up on 1, because you haven't really been paying attention too much, or like you hated the fact that you couldn't play normal mode. But I'm telling you, man, things will get easier. Just sort of grind out on endless. Before I let you go, I gotta make sure to go ahead and summon, hopefully get some good cards. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my outro. Dude, like this video, 20 minutes, took a whole lot of time to upload. Yeah, man, I appreciate everything. If you like this video, make sure to like it, share with anybody from the MHA community, and of course, don't forget to make yourself known. Comment down below. Hey man, if you have any questions or answers for me that I pose in the video, please do let me know. Peace.